Minecraft's new cushion, secret doors, crazy ziplines, and some beautiful builds. No overstatement at all. This thing, it's an absolute game changer. Take a seat on your favorite color cushion, and let's dive into the many beautiful uses of Minecraft's best block, maybe ever. Because it is brand new, an intro to cushions. Added to Minecraft officially in this week's snapshot and preview, the cushion is a brand new wool craftable thing in the game. Oh man, now this is something that players have been asking for, begging for years on years. You craft it with 3 slabs in the inventory. Don't know how that maths out, but whatever. We've got 16 colors of cushion, every single one of them being just as beautiful as the next. Look, man, I know you're sitting on the edge of your seat wondering if I had to pick a favorite one, though. I think the light blue looks particularly beautiful. Or that yellow one. That's so vibrant, man. Now, believe it or not, the cushion is so good. If you're really intuitive, you could use this cushion to beat the wandering trader to, like, the end of days. So that's secret use number 1 of the day. But the real cool thing about the cushion is the fact that you could place it on any flat surface in the entire game. Whether that's a solid block, a half slab, or even a staircase. Yup, as long as there's flatness, the cushion can cushion. Now, in our initial snapshot video, we didn't get too much into the tech behind this thing, but why does it work like that, you ask? Well, that's because the cushion, it is technically an entity and not an actual block. If I turn on hitboxes here, just like the cushion was, say a living, breathing mob like the pig or something, the cushion, it actually has a hitbox going on here. And if we look really close at the cushion, the reason you can't see it pop out of the side of, say, a staircase or something when you put it on it, well, the cushion is ever so slightly smaller than a single full block. If you look really close at the edge right there, you could see the pixels. Well, yeah, that's the cushion being the tiniest bit ever smaller. And as a little bit of hopium, just in case you were nervous about the weird placement of the cushion, well, the weird placement of the cushion has now officially been marked as worked as intended on the bug tracker. And that's where I'd like to take us over to next, the weird placement of the cushion. So as we can see here, we can place a cushion on the ground, on a block, on a slab, on a stair. The interesting thing about the cushion, though, the basic rule that we have going on here, is that we need a flat surface for the cushion to go on. That means with a staircase, you actually have 2 different options as to where you could put a cushion. And by our current rules, a flat surface could literally be anything. It could just be a tiny fence flat surface, and that's valid. The cushion can go up on top of it, and yes, you can sit on top of the cushion no matter where you put it. If you're able to put it on a trap door, well, yeah, you could put it there, or on top of a door that opens and closes, sure. Well, you could sit up on top of it as well. And this points out an interesting thing. If you were wondering about the bottom of a cushion, it mirrors the top of the cushion, essentially. It's a little bit darker down below, but it's like kind of similar. So that got me wondering, what if we had a more complex thing in the game? Something, you know, kind of like a lantern. If we take a look at the lantern, like target the lantern, we can see that the hitbox or the bounding box, whatever you want to call it, of the lantern, well, it's pretty complex. We have a square shape on the bottom and a square shape up on the top. That will mean that the cushion, it could be placed onto the ground, on the next layer up of the lantern, so right there, or finally, onto the top of the lantern. So that means something like the lantern with an advanced shape, the cushion can go on every single surface that is flat of the thing. Then I thought to try it out with weird things like a stone cutter, an enchanting table. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, go ahead, you take a seat. Or you want to sit on a little bit of knowledge? Well, sure, you could do that too. Another interesting block that I was thinking about here is the grindstone. Same thing, we've got a weird shape in the grindstone. That means you could put it on the floor, you could put it on the little arm there, or you could put it on the very top of the grindstone. The interesting thing with the cushion here, too, as long as you can target another part of the block so I can still see the arm, I could have a cushion down there and a cushion up here. Ooh, now that got me thinking about every single block in the game. Digging through this item, I was looking for a block with one of the most complex little boxes. And then I got to the anvil. It's a weird shape, but many different horizontal surfaces. That will mean that the cushion, it has tons of different placements with the anvil. You could see here, really, that the developers, when it comes to the cushion, have gone crazy and allowed for so much customization and functionality. That right there is what makes this cushion truly so game-changing. And to take a look at this too, the cushion, it's so versatile here. Let's say I had a block like a path block that is ever so slightly lower than grass. Well, yes, the cushion will figure that out as well, meaning you can make a really smooth gradient, and it's a slope. In fact here, you take a look at this thing, you could put a cushion on every single type of block in the game and make the smoothest looking gradient of all time. The world's longest staircase, here you are. Another quite interesting block here that you have in the game is the shelf. The shelf has a bunch of different horizontal surfaces again, and well, lo and behold, you can put the cushion on a bunch of different surfaces. You could even set up a double-decker cushion using the back of the shelf, the front of the shelf, and the floor. And the composter, you know how this thing goes. There are a bunch of different layers inside of this thing, and actually, as you fill up the composter, you could put a cushion on a brand new layer every single time. I have discovered that you could have a cushion inside of a composter, sit inside of it, and now you actually have like a composter that you could actually sit down inside of, and it works on every single layer too. Dude, man, this is so cool. If you can think of another crazy advanced block, let me know down below with the cushion. And while you're at it, smash that like button and subscribe. Only 30% of you are. Now, the cushion is so game-changing that next up, I think we've got to take a look at the building with this thing. Here are just a few different build ideas that I've whipped up for the cushion. Green cushion plus the cactus flower, and oh my gosh, it's a lily pad. You could maybe even make it a little bit larger or something, maybe like that shape. Bro, you're a nitwit. I don't even know if you know what a lily pad is, but look at it, man. I said look at it, it's beautiful. Now one of my favorite little build tricks with this little cushion is put it on top of a candle and you have a mushroom. Man, look at this thing. You could build some kind of gigantic mushrooms in your base, into the garden for decorating. I always love candles, man. They're such an interesting block. If I place a candle on the ground and then a cushion around it, all of a sudden I've got like a squished pumpkin, a weird squash or something. You know, something a little bit different that maybe is out here growing. Or I could put a cushion on top of it, and now I kind of have the start to a hamburger. But dude, man, we've been standing for years, and even worse, holding it in for even longer, man. I'm sorry, guys, I'm sorry. But chairs, obviously, the cushion here is revolutionary when it comes to different types of chairs in the game. You can take a shelf, put it backwards, put a cushion right in front of it, and this is kind of like the perfect seat for sitting on the floor down by like a campfire or something. Or you could flip the shelf right way forward, have a cushion on the floor, and then add another cushion on top of it, maybe a different color, and now your seat is really, really fancy looking. It looks great with all of the different colors in the game. Or you just take the shelves and put them in a square, and now you have yourself a small little armchair. Really cool way to make these chairs feel even more fancy. Put a carpet or a trapdoor on the bottom, then the cushion on top, and the armchair. It kind of looks a little bit more realistic when you use it. Big fancy dining chair or a throne or something. Man, that is so cool looking. Or a little bit more modern here. We have a twist on the classic old-fashioned chair. Put a cushion on it and you can use it. Maybe build it up with some trapdoors in the back, and we're back to a really, really fancy looking chair, like the throne. Cauldrons. Cauldrons are really cool. You could have like different colored water in it on Bedrock. Well, on Java, you put a cushion, and you kind of have a similar effect going on. It's a bunch of different potions. Or you could use the cushion as a little display cushion, because the cushion can be put into like literally anything in the game. You could put like your dragon egg down on the counter, maybe your heavy core or even a golden deity, and then you have a cushion sitting around it to make it look like a fancy table. Now you have to excuse me, with this one I was going kind of crazy. You see, I got this initial idea for the roof here from Tom Lockwood over on Twitter. Look at the cushions going wavy, and then I'm using the straw bed as well. We'll talk more about this beautiful little thing another time. But it ends up creating this really cool looking yellow stall roof. And that's where I got to thinking, man, the cushion, it really is going to be revolutionary for roofs, because the thing here, it comes in every color. Also, I went ahead and made it look a little bit more realistic, do some decorations sitting around here, and even a chair for the manager of the booth to sit on. This thing might kind of revolutionize shopping districts too. Or, and maybe most beautifully of all, again, Tom Lockwood is where I saw the initial idea. I built upon it, changed some stuff, and here we have the perfect modern road, and actually cool little street lights with the cushion as well. Yeah, guys, I think it's decided. The cushion, it might be the best thing of all time for building. All right, as soon as I saw this, my very first thought, and pretty much my only thought, Slayer, was never cook again. The cushion, it's not only great for the customizability in building, but also functionality too. Take a look. We've got a walkway inside of my mega base. This is where I want people to like come and like hang out and whatever. I can walk around, jump around over here all day long, but as soon as I take a seat, it's a whoopee cushion. The whoopee cushion, it'll go off. Every single time you take a seat, man. Functionality behind this one, oh, it's so simple. I've got a skulk sensor, waterlogged so it's nice and quiet, sitting right down below one of the cushions. I've got some blocks to hold the water in, redstone dust, and then a note block with copper right down below it. And every single time this thing hears the noise, it'll make the noise. Did you know that you could use the cushion for a secret door inside of your base as well? So here, let's pretend I had like maybe a whole building or just a gigantic wall for that matter. It doesn't matter. I've got a tiny little path block at the back of this thing, and if you look closely, down below here, you get on the path, you could target the cushion and move right through to the other side. Now I've got my secret room, secret base, everything like that. Then whenever I'm done, I can move back over here, interact with this hidden cushion, and I could enter and exit the base. Even better, because mobs cannot interact with the cushion. They are never going to be able to figure this thing out. Because the brown toned cushion blends in quite well with coarse dirt and other path blocks, you could decorate your area up and almost nobody will really suspect a thing. You could even, if you wanted to go extra safe on this thing, make it look like these cushions, like add a couple more down wherever, are just some kind of weird growing crop or something like that, and definitely not the top secret exit to your base. Elevators. I mean, yeah, we just got the elevator with the geyser in the last update, but here, new gen, we've already got new ones. Maybe this is great for like if you don't want to have water sitting around at your base. I've got 4 blocks tall and then a cushion. If I interact with a cushion, like I get close enough, I can zoom up and then I can keep interacting with the other cushions. And just like that, I'm 16 blocks up in the air. To get back down, well, that's a little bit trickier. I guess you just jump down or you make a landing pad on the floor. But this all made me realize that maybe the cushion, if it's even possible, should cancel out fall damage somehow. At least a little bit, kind of like a bet. And wait a second, just in the last update, with the icy sulfur cube, we got ziplines in the game, right? Well now, as first officially showcased by Plant the Minecraft guy on r/Minecraft, well baby, we've got new tech called the cushion line. Take a look at this. We've got a little platform here. I built it up in the air. You don't have to do that. Then I have a cushion, 2 blocks of space, and then another cushion. In survival Minecraft, with this spacing, you could use this thing flawlessly. It will cost you 0 hunger at all. And look at this thing. I am traveling like, I forgot to count how many blocks, but it's at least 100 blocks, probably more, all with a cushion, and pretty quickly in 100% survival Minecraft, dude. The cushion line. Forget about a minecart. That is so easy to use. After you get in this thing, after you target the cushion, all you do is hold down the use button and you can zoom around and then easily stop wherever. Maybe you have like an exit point. Well, then you could just get off of the cushion there and check out like the tent or something. Another pretty wonderful thing that I've noticed with the cushion, if you have a dispenser right below it, well, the dispenser can shoot clean through the cushion. So you could easily hide your dispenser for like whatever kind of redstone machine you've got going. And you could actually, for the very first time ever, hide your redstone dust. Now, I'll admit it, I don't know, like, how much useful this is. Like, it's kind of obvious with the line of cushions, but maybe you fill this whole area in with cushions all over the floor. Then you've got a carpet, and you can run your redstone dust right underneath the rug. You could also put the cushion down on the floor or right up on top of the redstone dust. Sneaky, sneaky. Or we could use the cushion as a brand new type of switch, too. So let's say you were trying to build these cool lamps all around your town. You want the lamp to always stay on, but you would need to like continuously power it. We'll have a pressure plate. Jump on the pressure plate, jump up and place a cushion on top of it. And just like that, the cushion will hold the pressure plate down 24/7. Another way to do this one is to place the cushion on the side of the block. Then there's no gap at all. And it's still powering the lamp indefinitely. Now the cushion is beautiful and it can do it all. Almost. The final spot where I'd like to leave us at today is a couple of wishes for the cushion. I would love it if the cushion could trap mobs inside of it. So check this out here. I've got a villager, and as you can see, it could pathfind right over it. It does not care. Imagine if the cushion was kind of like a boat, and you could maybe move an entity into it, and then the entity would stay standing on the cushion. That would be revolutionary for something like a trading hall. Would also be pretty great for coolness inside of your world. Like, imagine building this throne and then putting a chicken just sitting on the throne constantly for some, like, weird lore reasons. Yeah, that'd be cool. Another thing that I would love here, and I don't know if this is too advanced for the developers to be able to actually pull off because this thing is an entity, but imagine if the observer, imagine if this thing were able to detect when something interacts with the cushion, meaning it would see a block update, send out a little pulse. That would mean you could have the observer sitting in the floor, except the other way, looking at the cushion, have a cushion right on top of it, and have a super secret switch to whatever kind of secret door or secret contraption you were trying to build. But hey man, even without those couple functionalities, the cushion, this is already one of the craziest additions to Minecraft of all time. You've got a different use idea? Let me know down below or over on my community tab. Make a post. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And big shout out to Tom Lockwood and Slayler for these really cool build ideas. Goodbye, my friends. I'll see you all tomorrow.
Big gun.